Hey guys, ETN Sun here from Sunbros, bringing you another Hero Quick Look video. And today we're going to be talking about Ormarr. Ormarr is a class warrior tank with the roles of control and mobility. As you guys can see in the bottom left, he's pretty even keel across the board with above average ability damage. Ormarr's passive, Gut Punch, makes it so that each time Ormarr deals damage, he has a chance to stun the enemy hero. His first ability, Unstoppable, Ormarr dashes forward and enhances his next normal attack to deal damage and knock the target into the air. His second ability, Swagger, Ormarr smashes his hammer into the ground, dealing damage and causing a slow to everyone within range. Each cast that hits one or more targets grants Ormarr a stack of Fighting Spirit. After 3 stacks, it will trigger Gut Punch, which will stun the enemy. Ormarr's ultimate is Walking Tall. He spins his hammer in a circle, causing damage to enemies each time the hammer hits them. Next, we're going to be talking about Ormarr's pros and cons. His pros are the strengths that Ormarr brings to the table, things that we're going to want to concentrate on using most effectively while we're playing as Ormarr. And the first one is that Ormarr has great crowd control. Because he can stun enemies every time he causes damage to them, this works on auto attacks and with all of his abilities. And when it's most effective is when he's using his ult. With his ult, he spins around in a circle, and each time the hammer hits an enemy, it has a chance to stun the enemy, and it goes off all the time. Ormarr successfully stuns enemies repeatedly, causing absolute havoc in the middle of a team fight. Ormarr's second pro is he has a good engage. His dash is a pretty good engage for a warrior, warrior slash tank, and he can actually get into team fights and use his ult and get going pretty well. It's pretty solid engage for his position. And lastly, his third pro is that he's very disruptive in team fights. If he gets that ult off, it can cause total mayhem because he can easily get 2, 3, 4 people in that range and stun them all repeatedly over and over again. It's absolute havoc. Next, we're talking about Ormarr's cons, and these are things that we're going to, his weaknesses, things we're going to want to avoid when we're playing as him and things we're going to want to exploit when we're playing against him. Ormarr's first and second cons can actually be combined into one. He neither has elite damage, nor does he have elite tankiness. The majority of Ormarr's toolkit and what makes him special is his ability to cause disruption, wreak havoc, crowd control, and really go bananas on just disrupting your team during a team fight. Now what that gives you is that in between those times, Ormarr doesn't really necessarily bring a lot to the table. And that brings us to the first point on how to avoid being exploited while you're playing Ormarr and how to exploit him when you're playing against him. You essentially have to hit your abilities with Ormarr to be successful. So if you're able to dodge an ability or two of Ormarr's, then you want to pounce on him. And if you're Ormarr and you miss an ability or two, you're going to want to back off and wait for your cooldowns to reset. That brings us to our third con, which is that Ormarr's ultimate, and far and away the best thing about him, has a pretty decent cooldown, 28 seconds at max time. And we just finished discussing how he lacks when his abilities are on cooldown. It gives you a lot of time on Ormarr when you're not necessarily good. If you can stop Ormarr from getting fed early by avoiding his ultimate and killing him and shutting him down, or at least starving him out as much gold as you can, Ormarr will more than likely be much less effective later on. He won't be able to do much of anything besides stun enemies. Alright guys, that is it for the Ormarr Hero Quick Look video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and check out all our other Hero Quick Look videos. We will be releasing them as fast as we can until all the heroes are accounted for. Thanks for watching guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the content, and as always, till next time.